You will notice that your definition of success is changing. It is no longer about proving people wrong. It is about proving yourself disciplined. It is no longer about attention. It is about impact. It is no longer about short-term wins. It is about long-term positioning. This shift is critical. Because people who chase attention burn out quickly. People who chase mastery become irreplaceable. You are moving from consumption to creation. From reaction to intention. From noise to substance. That is why your mind feels heavier at times. It is carrying bigger thoughts now. Bigger responsibility. Bigger vision. And vision always feels heavy before it feels empowering. There will be moments in this phase when doubt tries a new strategy. Instead of saying, "You can't do this," it will say, "You've already done enough." Instead of fear, it will offer comfort. Instead of resistance, it will offer distraction. Be careful. This is the most dangerous form of doubt. Because it sounds reasonable. It sounds mature. It sounds safe. But deep down, you will feel the difference. You will feel that slight discomfort when you slow down too much. That inner tension when you settle too early. That is your potential reminding you that the work is not finished. Listen to it. Not with anxiety, but with respect. Potential does not shout. It nudges. You are now in a phase where discipline must become boringly consistent. No drama. No emotional highs. No emotional lows. Just execution. Day after day. Decision after decision. This is where world-level outcomes are built. Not in moments of inspiration, but in seasons of repetition. Repetition trains identity. Identity trains behavior. Behavior trains results. Most people want results to change first. You are allowing identity to change first. That is wisdom. And wisdom compounds faster than talent. You may also notice that people respond to you differently now. Some will feel inspired. Some will feel uncomfortable. Some will quietly distance th. There will be moments ahead where you will feel like nothing is happening. No signs. No confirmation. No visible reward. Those moments are not empty. They are compressing time. They are storing energy. Like a spring being pulled back quietly before release. Release always feels sudden to outsiders. But you will know it was earned slowly. Patiently. Relentlessly. When opportunities begin to appear, they will not feel overwhelming. They will feel familiar. Because you trained for them in advance. Remember this truth deeply: the world does not reward potential. It rewards preparation. And you are preparing at a level most people never see. That is why this phase feels intense. Intensity is the language of transformation. You are not becoming better. You are becoming different. And different always feels uncomfortable before it feels powerful. Do not rush this phase. Do not escape it. Do not numb it. Let it do its work. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it simplify your priorities. Let it strip away what no longer serves you. What remains after this phase will be strong, clear, and difficult to shake. You will walk with less urgency and more authority. You will speak with fewer words and more weight. You will act with intention instead of impulse. This is where world-class discipline is born. Not in public victories, but in private consistency. Not in applause, but in alignment. Not in excitement, but in execution. You are earning something here that cannot be taken away later. Self-trust. And once you have that, you are no longer dependent on circumstances for confidence. You carry it with you. Stay here. Stay steady. Stay disciplined. Because what you are building in this phase is not just success. It is sustainability. And sustainability is what separates temporary winners from global forces. Now this phase begins quietly, almost invisibly, but it is one of the most powerful transitions you will ever experience. You start realizing that discipline is no longer something you force, it is something you protect. Your days begin to shape themselves around what matters, not around what feels urgent. You stop reacting and start designing. This is the moment when control replaces chaos. You are no longer chasing progress, you are structuring it. And structure is what allows growth to survive pressure. At this stage, you become highly aware of how fragile momentum can be if you do not guard it. One careless habit, one unnecessary distraction, one emotional decision can undo weeks of alignment. That awareness does not make you anxious, it makes you precise. Precision is the mark of mastery. You are learning to move carefully, not slowly. Carefully means intentional. Every choice now carries weight because you finally understand the cost of inconsistency. You have paid it before. You are not willing to pay it again. In this phase, solitude starts to feel different. It is no longer loneliness, it is focus. Silence is no longer uncomfortable, it is productive. You begin to enjoy working without interruption, thinking without noise, planning without interference. This is where clarity deepens. Most people fear silence because it forces them to confront themselves. You are using silence to refine yourself. That alone places you at a different level. Your mind is becoming less reactive and more strategic. You think in layers now. You anticipate consequences. You plan for resistance before it appears. This is not overthinking. This is foresight. And foresight is what separates leaders from followers. You may notice that emotional highs and lows no longer control you the way they once did. Success does not make you reckless. Failure does not make you collapse. You are developing emotional neutrality. Not indifference, but balance. Balance allows consistency. Consistency. This is also the phase where your standards become non-negotiable. You no longer negotiate with your future for present comfort. You no longer lower expectations to reduce effort. You hold yourself accountable even when no one else does. This internal accountability is stronger than any external pressure. It does not shout. It does not threaten. It simply expects. And because it is internal, it cannot be escaped. This is the moment when discipline becomes identity. You do not try to stay consistent. You are consistent. Trying ends when identity begins. You will also realize that growth at this level is not dramatic. It is subtle. You become slightly sharper. Slightly calmer. Slightly more decisive. Day by day. Those small shifts accumulate into undeniable authority. Authority does not come from volume. It comes from clarity. People will begin to trust your presence before they understand your process. They will feel your stability. Stability attracts opportunity. Not flashy opportunity, but meaningful opportunity. Opportunities that require trust, reliability, and depth. At times in this phase, the world may feel slow. Not because nothing is happening, but because you are no longer distracted by noise. You are moving at the speed of intention. That speed feels different. It is less chaotic. More deliberate. And far more effective. You are no longer trying to do everything. You are focused on doing the right things well. Focus multiplies force. Force applied consistently creates results that appear inevitable in hindsight. This phase also teaches you restraint. Knowing when not to act. Knowing when to wait. Knowing when silence is stronger than reaction. Restraint is misunderstood as weakness by those who live impulsively. But restraint is strategic strength. It allows you to conserve energy for moments that matter. You are learning that not every opportunity deserves your time, not every opinion deserves your response, not every conflict deserves your attention. As you move deeper into this phase, you begin to feel anchored. Less shaken by external events. Less dependent on outcomes for confidence. More rooted in process. Rooted people are difficult to destabilize. They bend under pressure, but they do not break. You are becoming one of them. This does not happen by accident. It happens through repetition, restraint, and responsibility. All three are present in your life now. One day, you will look back and realize this phase changed how you carry yourself. Your posture will be different. Your tone will be different. Your decisions will be different. Not because you became louder, but because you became certain. Certainty is quiet. It does not seek approval. It does not rush validation. It moves forward with calm intensity. Stay in this phase. Protect it. Do not romanticize struggle, but do not avoid it either. This is refinement. This is alignment. This is the slow forging of someone who can be trusted with more. More responsibility. More influence.